Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. I thought I would show you some of the things that I bought lately. I bought a bunch of $2 reels on eBay. How did I do $2? Well, the opening bid was $20, and the shipping, another $25. So for $45 I made this purchase, and there's about 20 reels in here, so about $2 a reel. I actually bought these because there was 2 reels in here that I need parts for, and well, the rest of them kind of will become parts reels or maybe even be given a second chance. So I thought I would share them with you. And I'll just move the box off to the side so you can take a quick look at these. And while I do, I want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel. If you do subscribe to my channel, please use the notification button. That will help you to see what I'm posting and when I'm posting. And well, you can make a decision as to whether that's something you'll watch. I cover all kinds of reels. You're going to see a whole bunch of different reels in this video. I guess we'll see some that are tangled up here with mine as well. But, well, if you like to see how reels are made, how they're serviced, and how they're kept running and given second chances, well, I would encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Well, the first one is one of the 2 that I was looking for. This is a Mitchell 400. That's the high-speed version of the Mitchell 300. You can tell the difference normally because it'll have a deep navy case as opposed to a black case. And this one, well, these were advertised as parts reels. And, well, find out what's going on. This one is actually working. So this is better than a parts reel. A little bit of cleanup. And I will be ready to give that one a second chance. And here's the other one I was looking for. This is a 300A. Now, I have a customer who has a 300A. He told me he's had it since he was a child and that the reel seat had broken off. And, well, he really didn't care if the arm is broken or not. He was just trying to find another 300A to be a kind of a replacement for the reel. And that's where I saw this as the opportunity to, well, go get one of them for him and, well, pick up a few spares while I was at it. This one, let's see if everything's working. Oh, well, we have a kind of a slow bail trip on that. And I think I've showed you this trick from time to time. But the trick on an old reel like this that hasn't worked in a while, just simply use a penetrating oil first before you go crazy, thinking that you're going to have to tear the whole bail assembly apart. A lot of times it's just a matter that it hasn't been used and that grease and sediment has lodged between the bail arm and the rotor. So let's see what that should trip. There you go, fixed, just like that. So trick number 1, if you've been watching my channel, you now know if you just simply spray that arm with some penetrating oil, that will a lot of times resolve a bail trip with slow issues. Well, the rest of these are kind of interesting, so let's go through those. Again, they were advertised as parts reels. I have a Mitchell 302 I can always use parts for. This one is open, and looks like somebody took the reel apart. I've seen the keyway in there. That's always good. But this reel came apart. Usually what happens when you see this is that the keyway is broken. I don't know if you can see. Let's do an up close and personal on this one. The keyway holds the rotor firm. It's right here. Let's see if we can get that picked up in the camera. And it's also the wrong way. It's horizontal versus vertical, which is why you would never be able to get this on. I'm thinking that one's got a second chance. And I got a whole bunch of baitcasters. So most of them were Johnsons. I don't know how many of these work and don't work, but they'll make for interesting repair videos. Here's a Johnson skipper. Well, that one's stuck, probably bad grease. Here's another Johnson skipper, also stuck. I'm wondering if we're seeing a theme here. Here's a third Johnson skipper. They're all stuck. Well, I think we're going to be able to do a good video on this one just to find out why I've got 3 Johnson skippers that are sticky. Here's one I'm hoping is not stuck. This is a Johnson 130A. It's a large capacity fishing reel. This is more what I'm accustomed to seeing in the Johnson with those metal green domes. And it's working. Wow, there you go. I think we may do a video on that one. That's a great find. So I've in my $2 reel section so far, I've got a bunch that are kind of stuck, but I also have 4 reels that are valued at better than $10 each. So, well, I'm sure I've made my money back. Here's a Zebco. This is a Zebco Pro Staff. That's also stuck. This is why you put reels up as parts reels, if they are stuck. Here's another one. This is a Mitchell that's, I'm sorry, a Zebco 222 that's stuck. Getting a theme here. Shakespeare SC combo. Kind of sort of working. Here is one missing a handle. This is a true parts reel. It's a Johnson Century Mile. Here's another of the Zebco 2020s Pro Staffs. And this one's working. So we got 2 of these. If I find that one of them needs some work, I've got the other one to grab parts from. Well, if you like these kinds of videos, maybe you have a question about some of these reels. If you leave those questions in the comments section, I will try to answer them for you. Here's another Zebco. It's a smaller version of the one that we were just seeing. It's also a Pro Staff. And, FT13 is the model number. And that one seems to be working as well. So I think I did pretty well. Here's an all-purpose one. Usually a kid's reel for the one of the early sets. This one's called Bullfog. Stuck again. Interesting. I'm wondering if the person who worked on that Mitchell 302 was working on these as well. Didn't know how to put them back together again. Here's an interesting one. I saw this in a lot as well. I thought if I could get this working, I might enjoy it. Looks like we got some issue here with the case closure. But this is a Shimano closed-faced reel. You just don't see a lot of them around. This is the CB100. And it's working. So all I have to do is figure out why it's got a loose case. But it is working. And I'll treasure that one. Also got a couple of small spinning reels. This is a Quantum. And this has got a wobble in the rotor, which usually means that the rotor nut is not tight, but it's holding as it should. This is kind of interesting. It's got the fast or easy cast. That should line up with your finger, but sometimes it's lining up to one side and lining up to another side. That's going to be an interesting one to see why that reel is as it is. So this one, and I thought this was very interesting. This one is a Buccaneer. This is also a Bronson reel. And those of you that saw my reels of the day, I believe it was my reels of the day, showed you the Bronson Jolly Roger. Well, this one's got a wooden handle on it. I don't think this person had any idea what it was that he may have had there. Buccaneer was part of their private pirate series. They had the Privateer, the Jolly Roger, the Buccaneer, and a couple of others. And this one is in absolutely beautiful condition. And I believe that this reel was made in 1937 or 38. It almost looks unused. The leather patch here for the thumb brake, very clean. This one's truly a treasure if it is what I think it is. We will find out. All right, and then I got one that's actually in the box. Not very good, but it's in the box. It was originally priced at, I think it says, $3.99. This looks to be a Shakespeare. It is a Shakespeare. It is a, let's see if we have a base to it. This is the Shakespeare Intrinsic 1903 model FE. Let's see if I have a handy dandy decoder nearby. I can't see to put my finger on it at the moment. This one's running beautifully. Well, I think you would agree for 40 some odd dollars, I think I did okay. Stay tuned. For those of you who know what tuning is, but stay watching to see us do some cleanup and repairs on the 2 that I already have some customers for. Maybe we'll do this one just because, well, somebody got it wrong. Certainly do the Johnson, the Bronson, and well, see if we can do a diagnosis on maybe this one, the Johnson Skipper, where we got 3 of these with the stuck buttons. To me, that says old grease that's been just laying around for a while, but you never know. All right, well, I hope you've enjoyed that, and again, please stay watching. To our first responders and essential personnel, thank you for all it is that you do to keep us safe. I truly appreciate your efforts and your career choice. And to everyone you know, take an opportunity every now and then. Check Facebook Marketplace, check eBay, check your local garage sales, your flea markets and the like. You're going to be able to find a lot of projects that are going to help you to learn what the strengths and weaknesses are of each fishing reel type. And, well, you're going to be able to give a lot of them a second chance. I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle.